Good morning, my dear students. Subject English, Standard 3rd. Myself, Miss Alima Sheikh. Students, as you know, we are doing the revisions, right? As we had completed our portion, and from last 1 week, we are doing the revision. So students, the English part, the revision section is completed. Now we are going to the grammar section, right students? So today I am going to explain you the grammar part. In that I am going to explain you the chapter number 11, punctuation. Students, again I am saying, first we had studied chapter number 10, verbs, doing words, right? And now we are going to learn chapter number 11, punctuation. So first of all students, what is punctuation? For marks used in writing text. They are to help understanding and the correct reading. So students, there are different types of punctuation. Full stop means period. We can say period also. Comma, semicolon, colon, question mark, exclamation mark. Students, in the pic you can see only 6 types, right? But total punctuation are 14. And in that we are going to learn only 3 topics, that is capital letter, full stop, question mark. So students, come to the very first one. It's capital letter and full stop. Look at the following sentence. The girl is playing the piano. Now, students, notice the beginning and the end of the sentence. As you can see here, the word the start with the capital letter, because it is the first word in the sentence. So, the very first letter T start with capital, right? The sentence also ends with the full stops, because it states clearly that the girl is doing now. So, we say that a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now student, the pronoun I is written in a capital letter wherever it appears. For example, Amit and I are brothers. So students, as you can see, the letter I, it is written in a capital letter. A proper noun always begins with a capital letter. For example, she gave the book to Kamlesh. So here student, the word Kamlesh is a proper noun, as it is the name of the person. As you can see, the letter K, it is written in a capital letter. Next, pause in the text. It marks in the end of declarative or imperative sentence. First letter of the sentence having full stop must start with the capital letter. So students, let's see the example. This boy ranked top in the class. Second one, please stop him. So students, as we see, the very first letter is capital, and in the end of the sentence there is a full stop. So students, the very first punctuation mark we had completed. Now let's move to the next punctuation mark. Student, now question mark. Now look at this sentence. How many cookies did you eat? This is a question. Students, notice the symbol used at the end of the sentence. So children, in the end of the sentence there is a question mark, right? A sentence that asks a question ends with a question mark. Let us look at a few examples. What color is the dog? Second one, will you play with me? So as you can see, this is a question and in the end of the sentence there is a question mark. So now student, the pic which is flash, as you can see, some points are written, right? The very first point, it is used to mark a direct question. Second one, it is used at the end of interrogative sentence. For example, the very first one, what is wrong with you? Question mark. Second point, how are you? Again there is a question mark. Students, notice the and with the question mark symbol. Where I have put in the dash, there is a question mark. So this is how we use question mark punctuation. So students, I hope so everyone understood the chapter number 11, punctuation, right? Now students, everyone just open your combined book number 2 and take out your pencil also, because now I am giving the notes to you. So English, grammar and composition. Start from 31 to 57. Page number 31 to 57. So everyone just, students, open your combined book. Page number 42. Students, as you can see, the pic which is flash on your mobile phone is the page number 42. Chapter number 11, punctuation, right? So students, here it is written on the top, use of capital letters, full stops, question marks. Use of capital letters, full stop, question marks. Capital letters are used, in that the points are written, to begin a sentence. Second point, to begin a proper noun. Third point, while writing the letter I by itself. Now student, the next point, a sentence ends with a full stop or a question mark. So students, can you see the pic? In one side there is a full stop and in other side there is a question mark. So the sentence is saying to us that a sentence ends with a full stop or a question mark. So while writing a sentence, at the end we are going to use full stop or question mark. Any one of the things we are going to use. So students, now come to the question number 1. Rewrite the following sentence using capital letters, full stops and question marks as required. Now in that, the very first one, Priya and Rajni are my friends. So here student, the first letter P, it is written small. In the answer we have to write capital. So here Priya and Rajni, the name, it's a pronoun R. Rajni R. R-A-J-N-I. It is a proper noun. So R, it is written small. In the answer we have to write capital. Priya and Rajni are my friends. Students, at the end of the sentence we have to put a full stop. So this sentence is completely done. Now students, move to the second one. We visited Delhi during the winter holidays. So here the very first letter W, it is written small. In the answer, we have to write capital. W-E-V. Visited Delhi. Students, here the proper noun, Delhi. In that D it is written small. In the answer, we have to write D, capital letter. D-E-L-H-I. Delhi. It's a proper noun. So we have to write D alphabet in a capital letter. Now, during the winter holidays, students, at the end we have to put a full stop. So students, everyone understood page number 42? Okay. Now move to the page number 43. Now come to the very first one, means the third one. My father and I love to watch movies. Here again the word alphabet, the first alphabet M, it is written small. We have to write in a capital letter. M-Y, my. So students, can you see M word? It is written small. In the answer, we have to write in a capital letter, the alphabet M. My father and I. If you see the alphabet I, it is written small. But whenever the alphabet I is there, we have to write in a capital letter. Maybe that alphabet is middle in the sentence. But whenever the I word, I alphabet is there, we have to write in a capital letter. I love to watch movies. Students, at the end we have to put a full stop. Understood everyone? Now, the fourth one. Is this your umbrella, comma, Manoj? Now students, again, IS is, in the question, IS is, the I alphabet, it is written in a small, right? So now, in the answer, we have to write in a capital letter. So I, if you see the answer, in that, I have written I alphabet in a capital because it starts the sentence. While we start the sentence, the first alphabet should be in a capital letter. So, is this your umbrella, comma, now here, Manoj. If you see in the question, Manoj, the very first letter, M, it is written in a small letter. But Manoj is a proper noun. So we have to write in a capital letter. The alphabet M, we have to write in a capital letter. So, Manoj. Now students, this sentence is from a question. Is this your umbrella, Manoj? So, it's a question. So, in the end, we have to put a question mark. So, students, everyone understood the fourth one? Okay. Now, move to the fifth one. The Taj Mahal is in Agra. Students, again, the first alphabet, it is written in small. T, T-H-E, the. So, here, while writing the answer, in that we have to write the T alphabet in a capital letter. So, T-H-E, the, T it is capital letter. Now, here students, Taj Mahal, it's a proper noun. So, T, again we have to write the T alphabet in a capital letter. Taj, T-A-J. So, T alphabet we have to write in a capital letter. Now, Mahal, Taj Mahal. If you see the M alphabet, in the question it is written in a small letter, right? But while writing the answer, the Taj Mahal, Mahal also in that M alphabet should be capital. So, here the Taj Mahal is in Agra. Again students, the Agra word, it's a proper noun. So, A alphabet we have to write in a capital letter. A-G-R-A, Agra. While writing in the answer, we have to write Agra, the first alphabet A, in a capital letter. So, here the Taj Mahal is in Agra. At the end, we have to put a full stop. So, everyone understood till here? Okay, now move to the next. Now students, the sixth one. The Quran is the holy book of the Muslims. Students, again the T alphabet, it is written in a small letter. We have to write in a capital letter. T-H-E, the. That alphabet, first alphabet T, it is written in a small letter. In the answer, we have to write in a capital letter. Now, Quran, again the alphabet K, it is written in a small. The answer, we have to use the capital letter. The Quran is the holy book of the Muslims. So students, here Muslims, in the Muslims, the alphabet M, it is written in a small letter. While writing in the answer, we have to write in a capital letter. The alphabet M. Understood everyone? And at the end of the sentence, we have to give a full stop. Now students, the seventh one. My dog, Tipper, and I went for a walk on the beach. Students, the first alphabet M, my, M. It is written in a small letter. In the answer, we have to write in a capital letter, M-Y, my. My dog, Tipper. Now here students, there is a particular name for the dog. So it's a proper noun. So here Tipper, we have to write T in a capital letter. And I. Students, as I told you, whenever the I alphabet is written in a small letter, it will be wrong. Because in the beginning only I said, wherever the alphabet I, it is there in the middle of the sentence, we have to write in a capital letter. While writing the letter I, we have to write it in a capital letter. Went for a walk on the beach. At the end of the sentence, we have to give a full stop. Now students, the eighth one. Why is Jack crying? Now students, why? In the beginning only it said that it's a question, right? So here, in the question W, why? The first alphabet W, it is written in a small letter. While writing in the answer, we have to write in a capital letter. W-H-Y, why? The first alphabet W, we have to write in a capital letter. Why is the Jack crying? So here it's a question. So in the end of the sentence, we have to put a question mark. Students, I hope so everyone understood what is punctuation and how we have to write the sentence. Right? So students, I hope everyone understood the punctuation. Right? Now I am going to explain you the next chapter. It's a chapter number 15, pronoun, of your combined book number 2, page number 54. So students, unit 2, combined book number 2, chapter number 15, pronoun. So students, first of all, what is the meaning of pronoun? A pronoun can act as the subject or the object in a sentence. The pronouns I, we, he, she and they are used as subject. The pronouns him, her, me, us and them are used as object. So students, everyone understood what is subject and object? Okay. Now I am going to explain you with the example so that you can understand very well what is pronoun and in that what is subject and what is object, so that you can understand very well. So here the example. Students, here Ram is pushing a box. So here doing action is called as subject. Action happening on, it's an object. So students, everyone understood? Doing action, it's a subject. Action happening on, it's an object. Now let's study in pronoun, the subject and object. So here Ram is a boy, so we call as he. He is the subject pronoun. And the thing, a box, we can call as it. So it's an object pronoun. So the sentence will be, he is pushing it. So students, everyone understood what is subject and subject pronoun, object and object pronoun. Understood everyone? Now move to the next. So here students, some subject pronouns words are there, and in the other side some object pronoun words are there. Now let's study in subject pronoun. In the subject pronoun, the words will be I, you, he, she, it, we, they. As I told you in the starting, when I explain you what is pronoun, that time only I had said you the subject pronoun words are I, you, he, she, it, we, they. And the object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, them. Understood students? Now let's move further. Now here subject pronoun and object pronoun everyone understood, right students? So let's see some examples. So here Kitu is watching the birds. Now watching is an action, right students? Now who is watching? Kitu, right? Kitu is watching the birds. Now, so students, as I told you, doing action, it's a subject. Action happening on, it's an object. So here, Kitu is watching the birds. Watching means dekhna, right? So Kitu is a boy. He is watching the birds. So here, Kitu is a subject noun. Kitu is the subject noun. So we can call it as he. Right students? Now here, as I told you, Kitu is the subject noun because it's a name. So it's a noun. And he is the subject pronoun. He is the subject pronoun. Students, understood everyone? Again I am saying, doing action, it's called an subject. Right? Action happening on, it's an object. So here the sentence is Kitu is watching the birds. So here the Kitu, it's a subject noun. As I told you students, the name, it's a noun. Right? So now we have to convert the subject noun into subject pronoun. So for Kitu, we can call it as he because it's a boy. He's a boy. So we can call it as he. Now here, as I told you, he is the subject pronoun. He is the subject pronoun. Now here students, the bird. The birds is an object noun. The birds is an object noun. So we can call it as them. So the word them will be object pronoun. So the sentence will be, he is watching them. So he is the subject pronoun. Them is the object pronoun. Students, everyone understood? So now students, as I told you, the birds is an object noun, right? And for writing object pronoun, for the birds we are going to write them. For the birds we are going to write them. So it will be object pronoun. So students, again I am reading this chart so that you can understand very well. Here the subject pronoun will be, the words are I, we, you, he, she, it, they. This is the subjective pronoun. And the objective pronouns are me, us, you, him, her, it and them. So students, now let's study the next sentence. Golu is playing with the ball. So students, action. Who is doing the action? Yes, Golu. Golu is the subject. An action happening on the ball. So the ball is the object. Right students? Now students, here he. For the Golu, we can write he because Golu, he is a boy. Right students? So we can call it as he. Right? So here he is the subject pronoun. And what about the ball? The ball is the action happening on, right? So it's an object. For the object pronoun, we can call as it. So the sentence will be, he is playing with it. So this is the sentence of the pronoun. Understood? So now students, here as I told you, Golu is the subject noun, and for Golu we have written he because he is a boy. So it's a subject pronoun, right? After the subject noun, there will be verb. Students, verb means action, right? और हिंदी में हम verb को कहेंगे क्रिया. So here the word playing, it's a verb. So always students, after the subject noun there will be verb, or we can say subject pronoun there will be verb word. Understood? So here, first of all, what did I said you now? The starting word will be subject noun, means a subject pronoun, right? Because subject noun is the Golu, and for the Golu we have written he because he is a boy, right? So it's a subject pronoun. And after that there will be verb. Verb means action. So here the word is playing. And then after verb there will be object. There will be object noun. So here the object noun is the ball. And for the object pronoun we can write over there it. Understood, students? So the sentence will be, he is playing with it. Students, I hope everyone understood this grammar part. Yes? So students, we had completed the chapter number 15, pronoun also. So students, the explanation part is completed of chapter number 15, pronoun. Now I am giving you the notes of this lesson, the grammar part. Students, again I am saying unit 2, chapter number 15, pronoun. The command book number 2. Page number 54 and 55. That I am going to give you the notes. Okay. So students, everyone just open your command book and take out your pencil for writing the notes. Students, this is an homework part that I am going to send you the pic. Students, again I am saying, whatever I had explained you in the grammar section, that is also a revision part that you have to write down in your English notebook one time. It's compulsory. Understood, students? Now, the remaining last topic of the grammar section that I am going to explain you in the next lecture. So, students, if you have any regarding the revision parts, you can call me or WhatsApp me on my personal number. So, students, thank you for watching the video.